Konnichiwa devious, OldClassicGamer here to discuss about Crash Bandicoot Cameo spotted on PlayStation 4 trailer. So there are some pretty interesting facts about a cameo of Crash on the trailer. The fact that we know is that for the cameo characters not owned by a company that makes a trailer, you need to pay a lot of money. The case for that was, for example, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga had a Geno cameo. Geno is a character owned by Square right now. Square was a developer of Super Mario RPG, the game that debuted Geno. So Nintendo really had to pay a lot of money for Geno. Otherwise, they would be using Geno in the other games if they could just do that easily. But no, it's not that easy. It costs, and Nintendo just can't afford it. Why they don't purchase the rights to the character back? Maybe Square just doesn't want to sell it. Maybe the price is really too demanding. We don't know, but that's not the case for this video right here. We can compare the situation like that to Activision and Sony. Like, would Sony really spend a lot of money just for the small cameo of Crash? We all know that Sony lately is not in the best position with the money, so spending money for a small cameo that maybe many people didn't even notice the first time they watched the trailer, I don't really think so. What I think is there are few possibilities, and I'm gonna list them all now. Remember, nothing in this video is confirmed. Keep that in mind. These are just some theories and possibilities that I'm gonna tell you guys. So, the first one is like this. Sony fully bought the rights to Crash Bandicoot franchise from Activision and now is in charge for the IP and is developing a new game for the PlayStation 4, and they wanted to tease it a little bit on the trailer, and more info coming soon. Let's see would that theory really work. So we all know the call from Activision, like Jeremiah, you know that guy, a really good Crash fan. He called Activision with his friends about Crash Bandicoot, and the woman on the phone told them that Activision no longer owns the rights. Remember, that was in 2013. Let's look back at the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. We all know the Crash was not in the game because the price for him was too demanding for Superbot, and Sony didn't want to show the support as it seems like, according to Superbot. So because of that, Activision demanded I think it was $18 million for him to be in the game, and Superbot was a small company, so they couldn't include him. So the deal was off, the game failed, and Crash was not on the roster. Not that the other characters were any better. I mean, there were some good characters, but most of the roster was just terrible for the game called All Stars. Many of the classics were missing. So the game was made in 2012. We know that Activision did own the rights in 2012, but in 2013, did they really still own the rights, or did they sell it to Sony? Let's see. The woman said that they no longer own the rights, but Activision the day after, I think, on the Twitter said that that was a mistake and that they still own the rights to the franchise. So was that really a truth or just a cover-up story? We don't really know, but only time will tell that Sony really purchased the Crash and now is making it with some other studio a new game exclusively for the PS4. I mean, think about it. If they did it, it would make sense, like, because no matter how much Crash costs, I'm pretty sure Sony can't afford it from their bank, but it'll be pretty demanding. But it would be profitable, because Crash Bandicoot game on the PS4 would boost the sales of the consoles. I can see millions of people buying a PlayStation 4 just for that one game, and I can see the game being sold really well. Close to Call of Duty, in my opinion. In my opinion, if the new Crash game would come out, it would the sales would be close to GTA 5 and Call of Duty. And Mario, yes, because Mario is best selling than the other franchises. So yeah, it would be like in the top 5, in my opinion at least. So yeah, it will be profitable for the Sony to do it, but did they really do it or not, we don't still know yet. The signs indicating there would say like the crash and the arrow up there and the classic Sony logo that we all used to see on the PlayStation 1 when you boot up the console. So it will be like, maybe it's a subliminal message. I don't know, time will tell. That's the first possibility, if they really did purchase the Crash license back. Now there is the other one, of course. What if they did not fully purchase the rights, but instead they teamed up with Activision to make a new game? Let's look at that. So then the Cameo would pretty much be free of charge, since they teamed up, and it will be a good idea, because Activision claims that they don't know how to bring Crash back. So maybe when they saw a PlayStation 4, maybe they thought like that would be a great idea to make a Crash the exclusive for the PlayStation 4, that's the right way to bring him back, and that will guarantee a good sales. So they teamed up with Sony to make an exclusive game for the PlayStation 4. It would really be great, and we mustn't forget the rumor about Naughty Dog making a Crash HD collection for the PlayStation 4. That was also, some guy on the PlayStation Network said it, so we mustn't ignore those rumors. They may be untrue, but we mustn't throw them away as a no possibility. I would personally really like to see a Crash HD collection. So maybe Naughty Dog is really teaming up with Activision and Sony. So 3 of them are developing a trilogy for the HD collection on the PS4. If that's the case, I really want the completely new games from scratch, just having the same story as the original trilogy, but completely reworked gameplay, maybe more open world, high definition graphics, you know. Maybe that's happening. Maybe they teamed up with a Naughty Dog and they're all making a game. Like, for example, Sega, Capcom and Namco all teamed up for Project Cross Zone. Also Sega and Nintendo also teamed up for Sonic Lost World, and that teaming up could be compared to Sony and Activision teaming up to make a Crash exclusive, because Sega with Nintendo, they signed the contract to make Sonic games exclusive for Nintendo systems, so that's why Lost World will never come on the other systems. So the petitions will not work. It's the part of the contract. So yeah, that could really be compared. Like a Nintendo is equivalent to Sony in that situation. Activision is equivalent to Sega, and the developing team, Sonic team, is equivalent to, let's say, Naughty Dog, if Naughty Dog is developing a HD collection for Crash. Also, maybe Naughty Dog is not the developer, and maybe it's really not the HD collection. Let's look at the possibility that the rumor was fake, and that something else is the case. So, what would be the case? Well, a new game, maybe. Let's take a look at the Radical Entertainment. They're back in business, so it would be pretty cool if they made a new Crash game. We all know they're developing the incredible project. We don't know what's that project, so we have to wait. It's not a new Hulk game, because the new movie is not coming soon, so it would make sense. And many people are speculating it's a Crash game, so maybe it's a Crash game. Maybe they teamed up with Sony and Activision, they're all making a new game. Maybe maybe it's not them. Maybe it's let's say Vicarious Visions, of course. We all know that there was that weird Crash poster, which they claim it's from the cancelled game, but I'm not buying that. Show me some more footage of the cancelled game. If they scrap the game, there are some remains available. Show it. The Chrome Studios have the scrapped footage or something of the Crash game, but due to legal reasons they can't reveal it. Don't tell me the same thing is with Vicarious Visions. I mean, they worked with Activision for Skylanders. I'm pretty sure they can reveal some concept. I mean, even Renegade Kid, however you pronounce it, they revealed their pitch of Crash Land DS version. So if they did it, why can't Vicarious Visions do it? If that was really the case again. There's also the Project Phoenix they're developing for, but that was that's the multi-platform if I remember correctly. So I don't know. Maybe it's not that Crash game with the Sony. Maybe it's another scrap project for all I care. I just want some proof. But the Phoenix, it symbolizes the rising, so maybe they want to symbolize that Crash is like rising again in the gaming world, that he's making a new game. I don't know, but maybe it's not Vicarious Visions, because if the Sony and the Activision are teaming up, then the Crash game will be only on PlayStation 4, obviously, because it's kinda sad that Crash skipped the whole generation and that no PS3 game of Crash exists. I don't know why Mutant Games were not on that console. I mean, they were on the Xbox 360, but not on PS3. Does make sense. I think maybe Radical didn't know how to utilize the platform really good, but that's just my guess. So whatever is really the case with a cameo of Crash, one thing is for sure. It seems that he will be back somehow, but how it will happen, I don't know. Right now, he's pretty much still inactive without any official source news, just a bunch of rumors happening lately. So I think it's the time to put the end of it. Put the end of the rumors and give us the official announcement. I don't care if it's 2016, if I have to wait 2 more years. I don't care. I really don't. I just want the official trailer or anything to be said, like the teaser trailer. The new Uncharted game, we don't know when it's coming out, but the teaser happened, so we know it's confirmed. We're just asking for a small teaser to confirm that Crash game is in making. We're tired of all these cameos and rumors. But whatever is the case, we will just have to wait. I think the cameo is pretty interesting. It brings many possibilities. So what do you guys think? Comment. What is your theory of this? So let me know in the comments. I hope something of it is true, that what I said, any of that. I will be happy for anything, even if it's a multi-platform, anything. Just it's definitely gonna be on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, I don't know, but it should I really hope it's gonna come out soon. I mean, it's Crash game, and it will really boost up the sales of PlayStation 4 as a console. So it's profitable and makes sense. It's too obvious not to be true. The new Crash game will come out. It will see the light of day. The Bandicoot will be back. He will rise again. So we just have to wait for the right moment. Sayonara.